a beautiful morning in St. Joseph's Convent, Chandanagar. The sun was shining brightly and children were having their usual classes in school. The teacher was taking value education class for the children. Miss, we would like to hear a story from you today. But it's already time for your class to end. No, miss. We would love to listen to a story. Okay, then today, since your lesson was about love and forgiveness, I will tell you the story of Joseph and his amazing multicolored coat from the Bible, which teaches us that forgiveness is the best form of love. You know, in the Bible, there is a story about Joseph, a man who could interpret his dreams. Joseph was one of the 12 sons of a man named Jacob in Canaan. He had 10 elder brothers and one younger brother. Joseph and his brothers helped their father on the field. They also herded the sheep. Joseph was the favorite child of Jacob since he was young and innocent. This made the brothers very jealous. Look, father, I have finished cutting all the grass from the field.
That's wonderful, my son. I can see that you are working really hard.
Father always appreciates Joseph for the work that he does. But he never pays heed to the hard work that we do. It was the 70th birthday of Joseph. Jacob gifted him a beautiful coat that had all the colors of the rainbow on it. Joseph was extremely pleased and he danced about with joy. Wow, Father, what a wonderful coat! I will preserve this wonderful gift throughout my life.
Joseph's coat was elegant and cut his line.
The tasteful style was the ultimate design.
This is why it caught the eye.
A king would stop and stare.
And when Joseph tried it on, he knew his sheepskin days were gone. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. How he loved his coat of many colors. In a class above the rest, it even went well with his vest. Such a stunning coat of many colors. How he loved his coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. Joseph's brothers weren't too pleased with what they saw.
We have never liked you all that much before, and now this coat has got our ghost. We feel life is unfair.
And when Joseph grazed the seed, his brothers turned a shade of green. His astounding clothing took the biscuit.
Quite the smoothest person in the district.
I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors.
It was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and
Olive and violet.
I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet and fawn and lilac and gold and chocolate and mauve and cream and crimson and silver and rose and azure and lilac and russet and gray and purple and white and pink and orange and blue.
Although Joseph was extremely happy on receiving the coat, his brothers were not. They became all the more jealous of him. Father has never gifted any one of us something so beautiful before. Yes, and he always praises Joseph and showers all his love upon him. One night, Joseph had a very strange dream. He was very excited and went to his brothers who were herding the sheep. Hey Simeon, I had a very strange dream last night. You should hear this. Oh look, Daddy's little pet had a dream. Don't waste my time, boy. I have a lot of work to do. I can't sit and dream all day like you. No, listen. In my dream, we were all tying sheep in the field. All of a sudden, my sheep stood upright, while your sheep bowed down to mine. So now you want all of us to bow down before you, huh? Run away before I beat you with this stick. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were resting on the hillside. They were actually talking about Joseph and how irritating he was. When they saw Joseph, they planned to kill him. Let's kill this irritating boy and we don't have to worry about him ever again. Come on, Simeon. We are brothers. We can't just kill him. We will just throw him into this deserted well and decide what to do with him later. That's a good idea. As Joseph came near, Simeon and Reuben held him, while another brother took off his coat. Then they threw him into the well. The brothers were returning home when they saw a group of merchants from Egypt. Then Levi, another brother, had an idea. Why don't we sell Joseph to these merchants? Then we can get rid of him without having to kill him. That's a great idea. Call those merchants here. We will also have some money in our hands. The brothers tied Joseph's hand and sold him to the merchant for 20 silver coins. The brothers then took the coat and sprinkled it with goat's blood. They went to Jacob lied to him that Joseph was killed by a wild animal. Jacob burst out crying.
Oh no, no, no! This can't be! Oh Lord! This can't be true! My dear little son can't leave me like this!
Joseph was sold to a very rich Egyptian named Potiphar. He was an assistant to the Pharaoh. Potiphar was very pleased with Joseph and put him in charge of all his properties. Unfortunately, Potiphar's wife had an unnecessary argument with Joseph. She was so angry that she lied about Joseph to Potiphar. Joseph is not doing his work properly. He is neglecting his duties and not obeying any of the royal orders. Well, then he shall be punished. I will send him to prison. Potiphar called Joseph and gave his command. Because you have neglected your duties and disobeyed your mistress, you shall spend your days in prison now. When in prison, Joseph heard two of the prisoners talking among themselves. One was a servant and the other a baker. I had this strange dream last night. I wish I could make some sense of it. My dreams are even more weird than yours. Maybe I can help you? Haha, you're just a boy. How can you interpret my dreams? I do not interpret the dreams. God helps me to do it. So the servant narrated his dream. Joseph told him that his dream meant he would be released from prison in 3 days and would be taken back by the Pharaoh. Joseph asked the servant to remember him when he meets the Pharaoh and ask that he be released. 3 days later, the servant was released just as Joseph had predicted. But he forgot all about Joseph once he was released. So Joseph had to remain in prison for 2 long years. One night, the Pharaoh had a strange dream and could not sleep. The next morning, he called all his wise men and described his dream.
Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of my dream?
Nobody had an answer to this. When the servant who was in prison with Joseph heard this, he ran to the Pharaoh. Your Highness, there is a prisoner who can interpret dreams and they come true. I think he is the one you need at the moment. The Pharaoh immediately summons Joseph.
So, my servant says you can interpret dreams. He tells me you are extremely gifted. I am not capable of such things, Your Majesty. My God works through me.
He can give you the meaning of your dream. Describe your dream to me.
Very well. In my dream, I saw 7 fat cows eating grass on the field. Then 17 cows rose up from the river Nile and swallowed the 7 fat cows. What does this mean?
Joseph closed his eyes for some time and walked across the room. Then he came back to the Pharaoh. My lord, this dream is a message from God. God is telling you that a great famine is coming. It will last for 7 years. There will be no food or rains. A lot of people will starve and die.
Oh my God! We will all be finished! Everything will be destroyed then!
Wait, my lord, I haven't finished yet. Through this dream, God asks you to be prepared for this tough situation. There will be 7 years of plenty before the famine. So you can store food grains and other items during this period.
Oh, you're right. Thank God we have found you. We will grow plenty of crops and build up storages. You are the most wise man in this kingdom. I am appointing you to supervise this work.
Joseph helped the Pharaoh to grow enough food grains and build storage during the 7 years of plenty so that the people would not die of starvation. The 7 years of plenty soon passed by. The famine started. Animals died out of hunger around Egypt. There was no rain. The people of Egypt had enough food to eat and drink. They had so much food that they could even sell it to the people outside Egypt. Jacob and his sons were also affected by the famine. They had heard about the Egyptian king who was selling food grains.
Go to Egypt and get enough food grains for us. I will stay back with your youngest brother Benjamin.
So the 10 sons left for Egypt. When the brothers reached Egypt, they saw a man dressed in royal clothes, sitting on a high chair, supervising all the work. It was actually Joseph, but they did not recognize him. But Joseph did not fail to recognize them. They bowed down before him, just like the dream. Where have you come from? We have come all the way from Canaan. The famine has struck us badly. We are a family of 12 and we have come to buy food from you. Our father is waiting at home. I do not believe you. You look like spies. You have come to harm our people. No, we are not. We are only hungry travelers. Okay, I will sell you my grains. But you must bring your youngest brother Benjamin and your father the next time. The next time, with the other brothers. Joseph was overjoyed. After some time, Joseph revealed himself to them. Please come closer. I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold to the Egyptian merchants. Now, do not be upset or blame yourselves because you sold me here. It was really God who sent me ahead of you to save people's lives. Oh, my brother, is it really you? Joseph and his brothers hugged each other and cried loudly. Jacob could not believe that his darling son was alive. He ran to him and hugged him. His brothers bowed down to him just as he had dreamt many years ago. Come, let us all live together happily in Egypt. In this way, Joseph had forgiven his brothers, though they had done wrong to him, and gave us the beautiful message that forgiveness is the best form of love.
But all I sinned and we move another way. The story of the boy who screams things true, and it could be
I take this opportunity to introduce our three little voiceover artists for the drama. Rishani Das, Aratrika Sarkar, and Angira Mondol. Rishani Das has narrated the story. Aratrika Sarkar has dubbed for the characters of the teacher, Brother Simeon, first prisoner, servant, Reuben, and all the brothers. Angira Mondol has dubbed for the characters of Joseph, Jacob, second brother, Levi, Reuben, Pharaoh, Potiphar, and Baker. Dear parents, please give a big round of applause for such a mesmerizing presentation. Thank you.